Alrighty, guys, this is Snugsonblitz, and week 3 of the auctions has just dropped about an hour ago. So here I am to give you my thoughts. I don't want to waste any time. I just want to get right to it. So let's get stuck in, shall we? Starting off with the Type 62. Well, this tank has been around for ages. It's a great little tank. I love it to death. But 8.5k, wargaming. What are you smoking? Come on, man. Yeah, bruh. That's just not going to happen. If this was 3K, I would say it's a definite pickup. At 8.5K, I would say hell no. It will not sell out because it's just way overpriced. When it drops down to 3, maybe 4,000, you might want to consider it. I believe it was sold in a previous auction or event for 3,000, so that's the going price if you ask me. Moving on to the Emil 1951. Now this is a strong tier 8 tank. I really like it. It's versatile. It can do a lot on the battlefield. It's got speed. It's got decent armor. It's got a good gun. Solid tank. 8.5k, slightly overpriced considering what the prices of the other tanks in the auction have been. But yeah, when this drops down to around 6.5k, I would say that's definitely a good deal for a fun and somewhat strong tank. So keep your eye on this one. It's not selling out quite quickly. It's not selling out at all, I should say, because people are just going to wait for the price drop, I think, on this one. The AMX Defender, this is pretty much the same as the AMX 1390 in Tier 8. I don't think it offers anything really special other than its gun mechanism. It's overpriced, what can I say? But if this drops down to 4K, that's the price that the Hawk went for. I would say that's an okay price to pick it up. You might want to consider it around there. Other than that, I think it's just not really worth it. The Cobra. Well, I picked this up for, I believe, 11k a while back, maybe 14k, I forget. 13.5k is not the worst deal ever for a decently fun tank. However, there are a few problems with it. Number one is, since I got it for, I think, 11 or 12, it's overpriced. That's problem number one. And number two, it struggles against tier 10 tanks. Again, frontally, you're really going to struggle against many heavy tanks. Your gun just can't pen. You maybe are able to hit the small hatches and things like that, but it is tough, I'm telling you. So, fun tank, but not the easiest tank. My friend loves tank destroyers. He runs around all the time in tank destroyers, but this tank frustrated him to no end. So, I would say this is a good pickup, but the price you're going to be thinking about should be around 9k or 10k if you really want it. But as I said, be warned, against tier 10, you may struggle. I like it. But if I had to choose one of the tanks so far, I'd go for the Emil 1951, hands down. Okay, we've got a few more tanks to go. We've got 5 more. One more is just off the screen here. The SD62 version 2. Well, it's an okay tank. I think Drudel said it best when he put his video out a while back, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. It was basically like another Russian medium. I mean, that's what it is. There's nothing really special about it. It doesn't have great gun depression. It's iffy. It's way overpriced. It's not really an OP tank, or far from it, I should say. It's very mid-range, lower mid. I don't know. I think it's worth around 5k because it's just not that competitive. I've never seen this tank carry a game like, wow. I mean, it can contribute, but it's just not a great tank. I definitely think that this is one tank that doesn't really need to be here. Maybe give it a buff or something. Make it something different than the other tanks. I mean, the Object 590 is far superior to this, so give this one a miss and keep your eye out for the Object 590. The Titan Charioteer. Yeah, this also sucks. I mean, I guess people need it for the collection, but this thing is just a worse Charioteer. Nothing really special about it. It gets a little bit of armor than the normal tank, Tech-Tree tank, I should say. But the armor still sucks, so it's, just like the SD62. Why do they have these two tanks? They're just nothing. I mean, can they perform? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but there's just better tanks out there. So save your gold. If you must get it, 5k. That's where I'm thinking it's gonna fair value. 4k is even better. But now we come to the creme de la creme. Now, I did say the Cobra is a fun tank, and I really like it. But so far, as for overall enjoyment and being able to be competitive on the battlefield, I think the Emil 951 is the best bet so far. However, we have 3 tanks here, and these tanks, now we're talking. Starting off with the AMX M4. Oh my God, get this tank. Get this tank, just get this tank. It is the best tank in Tier 9, hands down. Great tank. You want this tank in your garage. You need this tank in your garage. This is the tank for you, I'm telling you. But is it worth 13.5K? Oh, that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, just wait for this to drop down to about 500 or 600 users. It definitely won't sell out today, I don't think, because people are not rushing to get it. We'll talk about that in a second. So 13K is okay, 12K. I'm thinking 11K is when it will start moving faster. That's my guess. Could be wrong. Maybe people get excited around 12.5K. I don't know. But it's definitely a must-have tank. So keep your eye on this one. But I wouldn't really rush right now because, people are not, rushing to get it. So try and get a little bit of a better deal. You don't want it sitting at 13.5K. Even if they say 500 gold, 500 gold is 500 gold. The AMX M4. I don't know what this stands for, and 54. This is a good tank. I really like this tank. I think it's underrated. It is as big as a house. It doesn't have the best armor, but it's just fun. It's a fun tank. So I think anything under 15K is pretty good price because it's a tier 10. But I'm hoping this drops down to, I don't know, 14, 13, 5 would be better. Around there, I guess you have to pick it. Just keep again your eye on this. 1,000 have already been sold in the first hour. 1,000 tanks have gone, and it's still going down. You can see that. So keep your eye on this one. I don't see it lasting long. I think if it gets to 14K, I think you'll be lucky. But what is it worth? Well, I mean, anything under 15K is a deal. So just if you want it, get it. But this is the tank you really want. This and the Object 752. The Carro, I underestimated this. I played a few games. I wasn't that impressed when I first played it, but I played it again on my account. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. Maybe they did something to it compared to when it first started, but it is a lovely freaking tank. And it's obvious a lot of people seem to agree because already 1,300 tanks have been sold in an hour. An hour, full price of 20,000 yen. A lot of people think it's like 20,000 gold. People think it's worth it. You have to be the judge. But remember, because it's Christmas, they've been giving us a ton of free gold. Maybe you've been able to stack up some gold. Maybe you bought the subscription. Maybe you can go in the garage right now and pick up a gold, crate, so you'll be able to get cheap gold. So in that sense, you can get some good deals on the gold. Then this becomes kind of a cheaper tank. I think it's worth 20K, I guess. It's a very, very fun tank. It's enjoyable. It's, I think, worth that price. But again, it's an auction. I want to see the price drop. I think I paid 25 for mine, so you're getting a better deal than that. Go for it. But it would be nice if you could save a little bit of gold. But I'm not sure. I think, look at that already. Oh, goodness me. I'm just waiting here. I'm counting down the seconds here. Let's see. It's 88 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gone. So basically, every one tank is sold every second. Almost. That's just crazy. Let's see, another 2. So that's every 3 seconds, 2 seconds, maybe. Sorry, every 4 seconds, maybe 2 tanks are sold. Something like that. It's crazy. Okay, it's gonna slow down, I guess, but I think this will drop down to maybe 19.5K, but I'm not sure it'll be around. I think, yeah. So if you want to get it, that's all I gotta say. I mean, only you can be the judge of what these tanks are worth. And remember, as I said, you can go into the store, get some cheap gold bundles. You might have remembered that I started off the event 3 weeks ago with about 24K. I'm now up to 49K, and this is after I bought a tank in the last round. So if I didn't buy that, I'd be up at 56K. That's how much I've been able to rack up gold from one subscription and some free tanks here and there. Wargaming has been dishing out free stuff left, right, and center. Didn't get the best deals or the best things in the crates, but I got some, and thank you. So it makes these tanks seem definitely cheaper. Pick them up if you want them. As they say, smoke them if you've got them. Well, I guess they used to say that. I don't know what they say nowadays. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Enjoy the auctions. And what tanks have I heard will be popping out this week because we've got a few more to come. as they drop it in the next few days. Rumor has it, I can't be sure, the Pharaoh will make an appearance, the Dracula will make an appearance, and the WZ-120 GFT will make an appearance. That's the predictions. Maybe that's right, maybe it's wrong. But if you want to save your gold for those tanks, just be aware of that. Yeah. So a little birdie told me. Let's find out if the birdie's a liar or if the birdie's absolutely accurate. So far, the birdie's been absolutely right. They did predict all these tanks here. Yep. All these tanks were predicted. One more, I believe, is the Titan, the Tier 7 tank. I forget what it's called, but that also might make an appearance. So expect 4 or 5 more tanks this week. Oh, one more tank that will drop, supposedly, the VK9001. So keep your eye out for that. I don't know if it's true because they usually only have 2 Tier 10s, but maybe this week they're going to make an exception. Who knows? Wargaming does wargaming stuff. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll see you later. Snugsonblitz out.